WSSB, Girl TV. Hi, I'm Peyton.
And I'm Michaela.
Welcome to WSSB, Girl TV, where we're strong, smart, and bold.
Today's episode is about music.
Sarah shares about Demi Lovato and her experiences with bullying.
We revisit part of Kayla's interview with professional singer Amanda Abazaid.
We also cover my fave, One Direction.
And Jillian tells us about the different types of singing careers.
In addition, Helena shows us how to make a bird feeder.
Star tells us about peacocks.
And Zandy gives us tips on having healthy bones.
Enjoy!
Hi, my name is Sarah, and welcome to Music Show. Today, I will be talking about Demi Lovato. She is a musician and actress. She used to be on Disney Channel and is now a judge on The X Factor. She was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and raised in Dallas, Texas. She began playing piano at age 7. Demi also began her acting career at 7 on a children's TV show called Barney and Friends as Angela, appearing in seasons 7 and 8 with her best friend Selena Gomez. In an interview, she revealed that she went through painful bullying in the 7th grade. She felt like nobody liked her. I know that it can make you want to go home and cry. Sometimes bullying can even make someone believe that what the bullies are saying may be true. She also revealed that she had an eating disorder since 8 years old due to being bullied as a child. I really wish that Demi could have found someone that she trusted to make her feel safe, like a teacher, sibling, parent, or a friend. If she found that person, maybe she could have avoided having an eating disorder. She ate her feelings, and that became a way that she would deal with stress. She also cut herself to deal with stress beginning at age 11. Maybe she thought that physical pain helped her cover up emotional pain. But even though she did it, doesn't mean that you should. She said that people called her bad words and told her that she was fat and ugly. But beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, and at Girls Inc., we value inner beauty even more than outer beauty. Maybe it would have helped Demi if she could have written in a journal, called a hotline, or found a trusted friend or a group who was struggling with the same problems. It makes me sad that she couldn't learn how to stand up to the bully. Instead, she really took it to heart. She thought that maybe she didn't have friends because she was too fat, but that should never be the reason why. She deals with stress now by keeping positive and staying strong, and you should do this too. She starved herself, and if she ate anything, she would throw up. Within 6 months, she lost 28 pounds and weighed 88 pounds. This is very unhealthy for her 5'2" height. I'd make myself sick up to 6 times a day, she says. My mom was worried, but because when I was going through puberty, I was having growth spurts, so she assumed that was why I was thinner. The bullying was so bad that one day she asked her mom to be homeschooled. Demi earned a high school diploma through homeschooling. After this, Demi found the strength and went to rehab. She found strength and learned to love herself. Demi eventually became a spokesperson for an anti-bullying organization called PACER and made special appearances on America's Next Top Model and CNN to speak out against bullying. She was a TV star and appeared on many shows on and off the Disney Channel. The 2 main things that she was known for are the TV show Sunny with a Chance and the movie series Camp Rock. She also co-starred with her best friend Selena Gomez in the Disney Channel original movie Princess Protection Program. One of her huge singles, La La Land, reached number 52 on the Billboard Hot 100. Lovato joined Disney's Friends for Change, which is a group that promotes environmentally friendly behavior. Now, Demi Lovato is 20 years old and a judge on The X Factor USA with Britney Spears, Simon Cowell, and Ellie Reed. Here are some facts about bullying. Each year, over 160,000 U.S. students may stay home in fear of being bullied. Bullying directly affects students' ability to learn. Bullying is when someone is saying or doing something to overpower someone. Bullying can be teasing or picking on someone. Bullying can be threatening words or actions. It can be hard to concentrate if you are bullied, and bullying lowers self-esteem. Bullying also affects witnesses as well as targets. They can feel unsafe and afraid that they will be the next target. Bullying can also be hitting or attacking someone physically. If you are doing any of these things, then you are a bully. If you are being bullied, choose someone you trust to help you. Well, that's it for now. I'm Sarah, and remember, it's up to you to stop bullying.
My name is Jillian, and today I will be talking to you about a career many girls dream of, but few know a lot about. What's the career, you may ask? A singer. When you think of a singer, you usually think of a famous artist like Selena Gomez. But being a singer doesn't necessarily mean being famous. Most famous singers started out small. Taylor Swift started singing at county fairs, and very few people believed in her, but she took her criticism well and kept her head held high. Very few people are born with a perfect, beautiful singing voice. You have to train your voice. Think of your voice like a muscle. If you don't train your muscle or warm it up, it can crack or even damage your voice. You may wonder how your voice works when you sing. You use your larynx, your diaphragm, and your lungs. Many professional singers' advice is, don't breathe through your nose. Why is that, you ask? The air can't go through your body fast enough. But when you breathe through your mouth, it travels throughout your body and back through your mouth fast enough to sing the next note. Singers often take the swimmer's breath. This means you take a breath almost as if you're going to swim 4 laps in the pool. To be an awesome singer, you would need to practice many pieces of music and study with a good vocal coach. You can even take singing classes in school, such as choir or glee club. Singers need more water than an average person would. That is because you use your lungs and your diaphragm more than people who don't sing, and the upper part of your body is running out of water. A professional singer is someone's job whose career is only singing. That means they are not a waiter or waitress or working in a store. They sing for a living. There are different jobs you can have as a singer. Many start out singing in a band or in a church. Some work as a backup singer who sings harmonies for a famous artist. Others work at a studio, singing for many different people who come in to record their music. Some singers make their living doing demo work. People who write great songs are usually not great singers, so they hire a demo singer to the songs that they have written so that famous people can hear it and may want to record it. Others sing jingles, which are the commercials you hear on TV and on the radio. Singers also perform on stage and may also act or dance. And no matter what genre of music you like, there is a singing job that goes with that type of music. Wow, so many singing career choices. From Girl TV, I'm Jillian. Bye!
Hi, I'm Zandy. Bones are the building blocks of the skeleton. Bones attach to your muscles to allow you to move. They also protect your organs like your heart, stomach, and brain to keep them from getting hurt. Did you know that what you do now will affect the health of your bones when you're older? To make sure you keep your bones healthy, you need to get lots of calcium every day. You need about 4 glasses of milk every day to get what your body needs. That's a lot of milk. Thankfully, there are a lot of other ways to get calcium besides just milk. You can eat yogurt, cheese, almonds, broccoli, cabbage, and spinach. Your bones also need vitamin D, which helps your body absorb the calcium you eat and helps your body store the calcium in your bones. Along with having plenty of calcium and vitamin D, it's important to do activities that build your bones at least 3 days a week. Activities that will help your bones go strong include yoga, basketball, cheerleading, dance, running, gymnastics, soccer, softball, and volleyball. By making healthy food choices and staying active, now you can have healthy bones for the rest of your life. For Girl TV, I'm Zandy. Bye.
Hi, my name is Kayla from Girl TV. Do you think it's hard to be a singer?
I think it's hard to be a singer. I think you have to love what you do. And I love singing. It makes me happy. Business-wise, being a singer, it's a very competitive industry. Training, it's a muscle. Your voice is a muscle. So training, like you work out, like you swim, you do basketball, whatever sport that you do, you have to keep doing it and practicing and rehearsing so that you become really good at it and you develop those muscles. And singing is the same way. It's a muscle. So that discipline is challenging sometimes to practice, but I love singing so much that I make sure that happens and I'm prepared for my shows and everything. Knew I had something special with my voice and that I had to be a singer. So I guess I guess because I wanted to sing so much is why I wanted to be famous. Now I understand the word famous and what responsibility that has. You know, the role model as a famous person to me is a very important responsibility because you are influencing and inspiring people around the world. So to me, it's a great responsibility and an honor to be a famous person, and to be able to be a singer and be famous, that's an ideal situation for me. Does that answer your question? Uh-huh. Okay.
What made you want to be a singer?
Well, like I said, it's a natural feeling for me, and I remember a moment, probably I was about 7 years old, and I used to sing all the time, and I just remember one day, I'll never forget this day. It's when I think it was the day that I realized who I was and what I was doing on this earth. I looked in the mirror and I was singing and I said, oh, I'm an artist. I am a singer. So that just felt really special to me. It was the first time that I realized who I was and who I was going to be. So I was very excited. Capability as a pianist or a guitarist, you know, if I'm not technically as good and I might not be able to play those notes, I want my vocal melody naturally to come out and create that melody so that the story's being told. And then I go back to the piano and I find out what those chords are. So that's one way to do it. And you know, there's just other times I write just strumming on the guitar and I hear something and then I start coming up with lyrics. So the main thing is the story, that the story is comes across clearly.
How many songs have you made for TV shows?
Yeah, well, I think, I don't really know the exact number, but I did sing a lot of songs for television. When I first got to LA, I was in a band called Blue, and these two guys who happened to be friends with my other friend saw me singing, and they were starting a company. They were two songwriters, and they said, we need a singer. So they asked me to, you know, sing some songs. So I guess we did about probably 20 to 30 songs together, and they all got placed on TV shows. And and then I got some of my songs placed in films. One most exciting, the 4400 theme song was the most exciting achievement. And so then I got my songs placed, and one in particular was a Lebanese, Palestinian, Lebanese, Israeli film. Once again, about it was about a story about a Lebanese girl falling in love with an Israeli boy, and you know, because of the complications politically, the story was about them falling in love, and is their love going to be stronger than, you know, the situation with the world. So I was really excited to have a song in that film that I sang in Arabic and in English, and it also happened to be a song that my father wrote a poem about, and so I put it to music. So that was a real fun thing to do with my dad, to be able to put music to his words and to be involved in an international film like that, promoting peace. And this album, This Life, is kind of, it has got, you know, some pop, country, rock, ballads, you know, it's got a little bit of everything, and I'm kind of known for my eclecticness like that, and also being very friendly, hopefully. So here's my CD. There it is. And on the back is a map that I drew of my tour and the different places that I stopped. And each one, there's a little bus, school bus, or tour bus, I should say, and each song has a stop, and that kind of tells a little story about how I came up with that song and who I met along the way on the tour that helped influence that song.
Hi, my name is Star, and I'm here to tell you about the marvelous bird known as the peacock. The peacock is a large pheasant, typically blue and green. Peacocks are largely known for their large turquoise rainbow of a tail. Their large tail is used against predators. The many circles on their feathers look like millions of eyes, scaring the attacker away. Predators of the peacock are the mongoose, jungle cats, and stray dogs. I'm glad I'm not preyed upon. The blue peacocks are located in India and Sri Lanka, which is a small island of India, while the green peacock lives in Java and Myanmar in Southeast Asia. A more distinct and little-known type, the Congo peacock, inhabits African rainforest. Something that is interesting is that the male is the only peacock with the turquoise colors in order to impress the female, who is white. Peacock, the term peacock, is commonly used to refer birds of both genders. Technically, only males are peacocks. Females are peahens, and together they are a peafowl. The peacock is about as tall as a 6-foot man's leg. Wow, I'm glad I don't have to clean up after such a big peacock. A peacock's average lifespan is 20 years, and they weigh 8.75 to 13 pounds. The peacock sounds like a yell from either a man or a woman. If you would like, you can see peacocks at Jungle Gardens. When peacocks fly, they are considered one of the largest birds because of its enormous tail. Sadly, peacocks are endangered because of poaching and because of cravings for their beautiful feathers to be used for fashion. Peacocks are omnivores, meaning they eat both meat and plants. The peacock does not mate for life and will have as many eggs as they want to. I'm Star from WSSB Girl TV. Goodbye for now.
Hi, I'm Helena, and right now I'm going to show you how to make a homemade bird feeder. All you'll need is one butter knife, a jar of peanut butter, an empty toilet paper roll, one piece of string that's 15 inches long, and some birdseed or sunflower seeds. Now let's begin. First, get the butter knife and dip it in the peanut butter, then smear your peanut butter all over the toilet paper roll. After that, dip the peanut butter covered roll in the seeds. Last, pull the string through the roll and make a double knot at the end. Well, now you have yourself a homemade bird feeder. Hang it in a tree and watch the birds and squirrels become your best friends. Well, I'll chat with you later. For Girl TV, I'm Helena. Bye-bye, birdies.
Hi, welcome back to Girl TV. I'm Peyton. This story is part of our special music show. This segment is on the well-known music group, One Direction. And I know some of you girls out there just squealed a little, but it's okay. I would too. I used two main sources for my script. The first one was Wikipedia, the second one was M Magazine. Thanks. Here are some songs that they have performed and are now published on YouTube. What Makes You Beautiful, One Thing, Gotta Be You, Live While We're Young, More Than This, I Wish, I Should Have Kissed You, Tell Me a Lie, Taken, Everything About You, Stole My Heart, Same Mistakes, Up All Night. Well, they're certainly considered artists, and they're definitely strong, smart, and bold. Most of their songs are positive, and none of them have bad words. My favorite song is More Than This, because I like how the song shows you how they feel about girls just wanting things, and not respecting how they feel for them sometimes. First, I will tell you about the whole group, and then I will tell you about the individual group members. 5 guys, One Direction. That's kind of their saying or quote. The 5 guys who form the British group are Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Louis Tomlinson, Zayn Malik, and Liam Payne. They were introduced to fame on the X Factor, a British singing competition that is now also in the US. They all auditioned alone and then were formed in a group later in the show. You can watch X Factor on Fox. The current judges on the X Factor are Demi Lovato, Simon Cowell, Britney Spears, and L.A. Reid. These judges were not the judges that the members of the group had auditioned with. Harry picked the name for the group, One Direction. They had signed with Simon Cowell's record label, Psycho Records. Louis Tomlinson. Louis Tomlinson was born on December 24th, 1991. Wow, he must be really lucky to be born on Christmas Eve. He is now 21 years old and will be 22 on Christmas Eve. So think of him when you're leaving cookies and milk for Santa. His full name is Louis William Tomlinson, but he was born with the name Louis Troy Austin. Louis was born in Doncaster, South Yorkshire, England. His parents are Johanna Paulston and Troy Austin. When he was very young, his parents split up. Many of the group members' parents are split, so you will hear that in the rest of the story too. So don't feel left out if your parents are like that. A lot of families are like that. He took his stepfather's last name, Tomlinson. He has 5 younger half-sisters. He played Danny Zuko in the high school performance of Grease, which motivated him to audition for the X Factor. The sides of Louis are picture perfect, jokester, daredevil, and he has a tender heart. When Louis was 13, he got offered a place at the Hayfield School in Doncaster, England. But since he was the new kid, it was hard for him in the more difficult classes in his social life. That was quite hard because everyone else had been at Hayfield for a while and knew each other, Louis says. I was the new kid, so the first few weeks were tough. Every time he was a junior in high school, he had made lots of friends and was having fun in class, maybe even too much fun. He was held back in school to repeat his junior year of high school, which is 11th grade. I think the problem was just concentrating through the lessons, Louis tells M.A.T. magazine. I was never mischievous. I just loved to talk and be a bit of a class clown. I failed my first year of A levels, and I still remember the day I heard I had failed. I was absolutely distraught. When he started to repeat his junior year, he made new friends and buckled down to his schoolwork. Soon, Louis was back on track and found a healthy balance between friends, singing, schoolwork, and auditioning for the X Factor. Harry Styles. Harry's full name is Harry Edward Styles. He is 18 years old and he is from the village of Holmes Chapel, Cheshire, England. His parents are Anne Cox and Des Styles. He has an older sister, Gemma. The sides of Harry are performer, animal lover, and extraordinary. He especially loves cats. When he was only 7 years old, his parents told him the words that had made him cry. We're getting a divorce, they had said. Later, after the divorce, his mother soon remarried. Harry moved with his mother and sister out into the Cheshire countryside. But at age 12, he moved back to the Holmes Chapel. Harry was the lead singer in the band White Eskimo. I didn't really get what was going on, Harry said. I remember crying about it. I didn't really get what was going on properly. I bet it affected his singing a lot since he was so depressed and shocked. They once entered a battle of the bands competition, and they won. As a child, Harry loved singing, and he said one of his influences was Elvis Presley. Harry also states that the Beatles had a large influence on him too. Zayn Malik. Zayn's full name is Zayn Javad Malik. His name was originally spelled Z-A-I-N, but he had changed it to Z-A-Y-N. He is currently 19 years old, and his birthday is on January 12th, 1993, and was born in West Yorkshire, England. During primary school, which is what they call elementary school in England, Zayn was not happy setting a foot into the lower fields primary school. I didn't really have many friends, he says. I was quite into doing my own thing. He found it difficult to get along with other kids in his age group. That must have been really hard on his studying and schoolwork. Instead of playing soccer outside with the rest of the boys in his class, he mainly sat alone in his room, playing games on the computer, sketching, and even painting. He really wanted to have more friends, but he just couldn't overcome his shyness. I felt like I didn't fit in. He soon convinced his mom that he and his sisters should transfer or switch schools. When he stepped through the doors of Tong High School, he felt more at home. He still felt shy, but it was much easier for him to get along with his fellow peers. Peers is another word for his fellow classmates, so it's really nice that he got to overcome his shyness. Liam Payne. Liam's birthday is on August 29, 1993, and is now 19. He is from Wolverhampton, West Midlands, England. His full name is Liam James Payne. Liam has 2 older sisters, Nicola and Ruth. When I was born, I was effectively dead, Liam admitted. Weird, I know. The doctors couldn't get any reaction from me, so I had to be brought round. It's good his sisters cared for him when he was a baby. He was born 3 weeks earlier than he should have been, on August 29, 1993. Although it seemed like I was okay, there were underlying problems, he says. From the age of 0 to 4, I was always in the hospital having tests done, but they couldn't figure out what was wrong. He tried as much as he could to live his life normally, but his health was always an obstacle. I kept getting ill, Liam had said. In the end, they discovered that one of my kidneys wasn't working properly, and because it hadn't been discovered in time, I was scarred, while the other one was working at 95% of its capacity. But don't worry, he's okay. Niall Horn. Niall's the only Irish one in the band. I bet he felt special since it was considered an English group. He was born on September 13, 1993. He is now 19 years old. He is from Mullingar County, Westmeath, Ireland. He has one older brother, Greg Horn, and his parents are Maura Gallagher and Bobby Horn. His parents divorced when he was 5 years old. He and Greg went back and forth from mom to dad for a few years until they finally decided to live with dad. Before the X Factor, he went to Boys Christian Brothers School. He was in the school choir. He is also very skilled with the guitar. He loves horror movies and says, one of his sayings is, I'd rather be a boy and play with paper planes than be a man and play with a girl's heart. He also says, I would always protect the people I love, even though I'm about as terrifying as a baby penguin. Isn't he a sweetheart? The name for fans of One Direction is Directioners. So yes, I am a Directioner. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great time learning about this awesome boy group. Oh yeah, and a girl who helped me write the script was Sarah. So remember, 5 guys, 1 direction.
Many girls don't know of, and few dream of. I just totally messed that all up because Michaela was there. This means you take Michelle, your fingers were over it. Okay.
Did you know? Wait, the camera's blocking the thing.
Oh, okay.
Do I start over?
Yes.
Okay.
Large turquoise rainbow of a tail.